Hiya, my name is Kawisi and I'm the cycling minister. Welcome back to my channel. It's a privilege to have you here. The video you're about to watch is me doing a 20 minutes best effort on this bike behind me here, which is my Giant Propel Advance SL0. I haven't formally introduced this bike as yet. I also have a next Giant to my right here, which is my Giant Propel. I'm gonna also introduce that bike soon and just have a general chat about the bike. Anyway, it's not about the bike, no, it's about this effort. So when I set out to do this effort, I actually set out to do a local segment, and coming to the end of the segment, I realized that I was 17 minutes, and I said to myself, might as well do 20 minutes and make it a 20 minutes FTP. I've never done an outdoor FTP, I always do it indoors. And funny enough, this ride, I went out to do an easy ride because my legs wasn't feeling great. But as I was getting into the ride, I feel like I have a bit of strength. So yeah, I do 20 minutes FTP. I still think I can do better. I think I have more left in the legs. Anyway, please watch it out through to the end. And yeah, please watch it all through to the end. All the stats at the end, my average speed, my average power, my watt per kilo and all that is all at the end. And I appreciate it that if you watch this video halfway or through to the end, just give it a like and please consider subscribe to my channel. I do this because I love cycling, I love messing around with video editing and all. I just love playing with gadgets and all that. So yeah, if you enjoy the content, please let me know and please give it a like. And please look at my page, I've got more videos. I got Zwift races and other cycling video on the outside. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, and yeah, I will see you in the next one, but please watch it all to the end. So here we go, we're just turning around to get started. Yeah, my leg wasn't feeling great, but I really enjoyed this effort and I really felt like I had a bit more left in the leg. And yeah, let's just watch this through to the end. There's a shorter version on my page if you want to watch the shorter version, but if you want to watch the full effort, which is about 20 something minutes including the editing and all that, yeah, feel free to continue to watch this one.
So jump into this segment here. Oh, my bicycle chain need lubing. But anyway, my legs are not feeling great, but still, this is like a rolling segment. So there'll be time for recover. At the same time, I don't want to go too hard. I don't want to fade at the end. a bit of recovery here. Still staying under power.
We are the wild ones. We only live once. We wanna feel young. All night long, we don't ever wanna stop. C'est moi, ce soir, it's you and me, c'est quoi? Je suis, maybe, the only one I need. Bonjour, j'adore, you're all I want and more. Ça va, au revoir, it's only under toi. We are the wild ones. We only live once. We wanna feel young. All night long, we don't ever wanna stop. We don't ever wanna stop. We are the wild ones. We only live once. We wanna feel young. All night long, we don't ever wanna stop.
can do a 20 minutes max effort. So the segment is done. Keep driving. 2 more minutes or so. Behind the power going down the strip.
So let's get into it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for staying through to the end. This was a fantastic ride. I must say I really enjoyed the ride. Let's have a quick look at the stats. 70.5 miles, 3 hours 15. Obviously, the ride was a bit longer due to the fact that I do stop and have a chat. As you see, 21.7 miles per hour. Not sure what the average is. Let me ask Google and hear what Google say. Hey Google, convert 21.7 miles into kilometers.
21.7 miles is equivalent to 34.923.
34.9, call it 35 kilometers. The power is 249. I started out holding 251 and the power started to fall, but I tried my best to make sure I was consistent. These are some of the few climbs. As you can see, nothing big, nothing to write home about, but still enough to put you in zone 4, depending on how hard you want to go. So yeah, it's not bad. I must say, even though I hated the route, I enjoy the ride. So I went down Holland and Sea. That's my surname in Holland. And Clacton and Sea. This is where I stopped to do the videos and all that. Let's go down and have a look at the rest of my stats. So with my normalized power. So average power again, as you see here, normalized power is 260 watts. That's not bad. That's not bad. I must say I'm pretty chuffed with it. Let's go into watt per kg. So 3.55 watt per kilogram. Yeah, it's good. It's great. I enjoy the ride. Let's go on Strava. I think Strava might actually have something different. I don't understand how Strava work out their thingy. So it's 21.6 miles. Strava is saying here. Weight average, I don't know what that means, 246. Let's go into my zone distribution. Heart rate, well, power, most of the ride was in threshold, not bad. Let's see heart rate, tempo. So yeah, it's a great ride. Thanks again for stopping by. Please remember, to drop a like on the video, and please subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one.